doing?
I'm good. One second. I'm trying to get this together before it falls again.
Jamming. That's what I like to hear. That's cool. I can't.
Ah! Oh, give me a second. I just got it. It's just my phone's charging. Hold on. Okay. How are
I'm good.
you?
How are you?
I'm
Love
good.
how
My
you
name's
came.
Unique.
You say your
Huh?
name is Neek too?
Unique.
Oh,
Unique, yeah.
Unique. Very close to mine. Nice to meet
I
you.
know. Nice to meet you. So how's the family and everyone doing under quarantine?
Oh, the what you say? I'm sorry.
So how are you guys all doing under quarantine? I know you guys are in Atlanta. It's a little hectic down there.
Yeah, I feel like everybody's doing as good as possible. I'm doing a photo shoot today. That's why I'm all beat right now. But other than that, I have been in the house. I promise. My mom is having a Cinco de Mayo party today, so
Oh,
my
that should be
mom has just
lit.
been partied up all
That should be lit.
quarantine.
So, okay, so I have a favorite way that I like to interview artists. What I like to do is have you guys pick 3 to 5 songs that mean the most to you, and you're gonna tell us what those songs are and
Okay.
how they like why they mean so much to who you are as a person. But before we get into all that, because I'm gonna give you time to think.
Okay. Okay. That works.
um, Last night I got to see Family and Friends Hustles, which was perfect because it talked about you and your music you just dropped out.
Yes.
So let's talk about you're working on your EP. How's that going for you right now?
It's been going really good. I'm really finished with it, even though I'm still recording songs now. But I've been really enjoying the process of making this new project because I had a lot more to do with it than any other project I've ever worked on, as far as writing and getting the people and stuff like that. So I've been having really a lot of fun creating it.
Yeah, because I heard you say last night on the show that like this is the first time that you're all hands on, your mom's
Right.
not as hands on. So how, how has it helped you learn who you are as an artist?
I think that it's definitely helped me a lot as an artist because, being an OMG girls, my mom, like she said on the show, like she set everything up for us as far as writers and, who we worked with, all like she just introduced us to everybody. So that was kind of like the beginning. And now I can use those things that she taught me and do it myself. And I feel like as an artist, I am way more mature than I was when I was in On City Girls. And even when I first started as a solo artist, like I've just matured a lot.
Because yeah, like you've gone through way more experiences to talk about now.
Exactly. Grown
So,
now.
so quick question. Because what happened to the other single? Because I saw last night that there was a completely different single you thought about dropping with Winner, but you chose what?
God, you talking about
FTCU?
yes. So the other choice was "Gotta Get Over You," which now that everybody has seen the episode, they're asking for that.
It
But
sounded so beautiful.
thank you, thank you. I really wanted to drop both of those, with a winter song and that one at the same time. I was like, I'm just gonna drop both. But FCCU is a song that I just put on my Twitter first and my Instagram, and all my fans were like, "Oh, this is the one that we want." So I'm like, okay, I'll give them one that I already chose, and I'll give them this one
Mhm.
as well. And now they want something totally different.
Well, I will say, I feel like it's hard for artists to always please their fans, especially now because everything's so instant.
Yeah,
So it's just like, okay,
yeah,
next girl, what's
yeah.
coming
They like,
next?
okay, yeah, what's coming next? We need this. Now we need that. Always.
All right, so do you have your first song in mind?
Do I have my first song in? Oh, okay. Let's see. I have a lot of favorite songs that I've like loved forever. My first one, I'm gonna say, "Too Much" by the Spice Girls.
Why that song?
Why that song? Because for one, I'm like a Spice Girl at heart, and when I was
Wait,
young,
which one?
well, I always say Baby Spice, but really
Hmm.
every day I'm a different Spice Girl. I'm mostly, now that I'm like grown and I know how my style is, I'm mostly sporty Spice all the time. Like really chill clothes, but I like to be posh sometimes. But other than that, like, I just grew up really loving the Spice Girls, and that song just takes me back to my childhood.
Is there any pivotal moment? Because I know you said like you've always been around music,
Yeah.
but what was it that made you go, you know what, this is what I'm going to chase? Like this is my dream.
Well, I've like you said, grew up around music, but not just because of my mom, but my grandfather and my uncle were in the same group called the Tams, and I was raised by my grandparents. So like, I got to go to all the Tam shows every weekend. I was traveling with them, and I just got to see it firsthand. So when I got to see like them perform and just how people react and just, get all that firsthand, that really made me want to do it.
Yeah, I remember seeing the episode where I think you said your granddad. Well, it wasn't an episode. It was like an interview thing. You talk about how your granddad told you, like, well, this is how you're supposed to perform to capture the crowd.
Yes, exactly. All the time he used to teach me before I was even a singer.
All right. So do you have another song?
Um, okay. My other song is, all my songs are so old that I'm thinking about. I can't think of any. Like, this is the only two songs that I thought off back. My other song is wait, who's that by? Hotel California by the
Oh, the
Eagles.
Eagles. I love
Yes.
that
I
song.
love that song. And I love that song because, like, when I was saying I used to always go out of town with my grandparents, I remember that song coming on while we was on the road, and I was asking my grandpa, like, what is this song about? And he told me, and I just always love the feel of that song. So that's another song that puts me in a good place.
No, that's one of my favorite songs. I think mostly because of like the guitar riff in the beginning, like
Yes,
that alone.
it's just so magical, that whole song.
Yes. So I know a lot of people are asking like, where's this EP at? Do you have any idea of when it's gonna come out?
Thank you. We're trying to push for the next 2 months. Like, that's the time frame that we're looking at. We're trying to really plan the whole thing and how we want to drop everything. So the plan is in these next 2 months to drop the full project.
Okay, so what's one of the things that you feel like you've been struggling with as an artist? Because I know you've talked about in the past how just finding that hit record for people to like look at you as Zonnique the artist and not Zonnique the daughter of Tiny and Ti. Like what? How are you overcoming that?
You said, how am I working on that?
Yeah, working to overcome that. Like get people to like just see you as an artist.
That has always been my biggest struggle. And honestly, every day, like, I just try to work harder to make my own name, make my own lane so that people can learn my actual name. Like, nobody wants to be in public and people keep, oh, who your daddy? Like, who's your daddy? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand
But
that.
yeah, that's like the biggest struggle. I hope you're not about to ask me for the third song.
No, I'm not.
I
I'm
don't
gonna give
have
you
it.
time. So to give you time, hold up. I have people like sending me messages. How about this one? Someone wants to know how does the sound differ from your last project, and why did it take so long to release music in between?
I
I
feel
like,
like,
yeah, Love Jones.
you said what? Oh, you like Love Jones?
I like Love Jones. I was to
Thank
over
you.
the weekend. You're welcome.
Thank you. I think that my sound, I wouldn't say that my sound is too much different, but a lot of the songs on this project I wrote mostly of it or with help or by myself. So it's definitely more of a personal feel, like my real life situations. And I took so long, I would say it's a couple of reasons, honestly, but my main reason I would say because I put a lot of pressure on myself to make sure things are perfect. Like, I just want everything to be perfect. And after dropping one project and I felt like it was really solid, I just
Hmm.
want my next project to be better, solid, extremely perfect. So I put that pressure on myself to make sure it's as good as it can be.
So let's talk about the song you just dropped, Winner. Tell us what this song's about,
This
and like, go ahead.
The song Winner, honestly, when I went in the studio and wrote this, it was just one of the little concepts I had in my notes that was from so long ago, from stuff that I went through. Like, I just write random stuff in my notes when I go through something, when my friends go through something, when I
Hmm.
just, feel like, oh, this is a little cute little concept. And when I was going through the list, I'm like, I never spoke on this. And it was just really stuff that I had went through, people that I cut off, like my circle was messed up. And my ex had did me wrong, and I felt like, I never talked about this, so today I'm about to go hard. And it took me like 10 minutes to write that song, for real.
And I feel like that's important to have, like, especially when you're going through like a messy breakup or just
Yeah,
messy friend situations. You need something that'll empower you and help you like heal to get past all that.
no, for sure. And that helps,
So yeah,
making the whole song about it.
you have song number three.
Song number 3. I'm going to say Work, Work, Work by Rihanna. Because I feel like it's a single that she put out, but it never gets old. And singles, for me, they get old. People play them out. But
Hmm.
I will still listen to Work and be extremely happy about it. So I'm going to say Work by Rihanna.
I feel like, yeah, I feel like back in the day it was easier for singles to like last longer,
Yeah, right?
but now it's like so much music. So like, how do you combat that? Like with so much music being available at everyone's fingertips, how do you keep your music relevant and have people like wanting to come back for more?
That's probably why I take my precious time with everything because I don't want to just throw out stuff and then people get tired of me. But I kind of wait too long and people like, okay, like where you at? But I don't know. I think I just taking your time with stuff sometimes can help with that because I know artists, they throw out a lot of music and I'm like, all right, I don't care about it no more.
Yeah, you start to get like oversaturating, and it's like,
Yeah,
all right, like give me enough time to miss you.
yeah, definitely. I think I gave him too much time.
Okay, so last night there was T.I. kept talking about how he wrote a song for you that you didn't sing. Someone wants to know what was the song that he wrote for you?
Honestly, I don't know why he said that because I don't think it's a song that he wrote, but I think it's a song that he probably got his artist to write. Like, he does send me songs every now and then, and he's like, wait, can you hear me?
He paused. Are we back?
I
Hello?
saw that it was messing up a little.
Yeah, I can hear you.
But he sends them to me, and I tell him I would love to record it, but I never really get around to it. And I don't know if it has to do with me not really wanting to ask for his help. Like, I never asked him for anything. So I'm
Hmm.
not always pressed to be like, oh, let's go make this hit with you. Like, I just do stuff on my own. But I'm still interested. I don't know why he said all that.
All right, do you have your next song? Song number four.
Song number 4. I'm gonna say Lil Uzi. No, Lil Uzi. Now I do what I want.
Why this song?
Um, because I don't know. That song just makes me feel good too. Like, yeah, like that song makes me feel like, yes, like now I do what I want. And anytime that I'm getting in an argument with somebody, I play that song because now I'm about to turn up.
So like, okay, so I know like now, you're out living on your own. You moved in with your boyfriend. How is learning how to live with someone that's not your family going?
It actually wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. I feel like growing up, my auntie always told me to never move in with your best friend or your
Hmm.
boyfriend. And in the past 2 years, I've done both. And they were both not hard. I mean, I lived with Nate. Me and Nate lived with each other for like a year, and it was so much fun. And living with my boyfriends, honestly, it's better than living alone. I would hate to live alone, even though I really like to be alone. But I be lonely when I'm by myself, so it's not as
I,
bad as I thought it would be.
I feel like everyone hates being alone, but
Yeah,
that's really good because some people don't mesh well living with their best friends
yeah,
or
true.
their significant other.
Yeah, this is true. But me and Nate never argue living with each other. Well, we don't argue.
Song number five. You got this song? Your last song?
Who I love so much. Like, this is going to make me mad because I'm just saying things that, well, the first 2 songs I know I love. I'm saying songs that I mean, all the other ones I love too, but I know I'm going to look at my music later and I'm like, why didn't I say this song? Um, no, not Michael Jackson. Like 5 different songs. I already said a Spice Girls song. Okay, I'm just going to say anything John Mayer. Don't
What
even
about John Mayer?
any song John Mayer. I can turn on John Mayer, press him as the artist, and just press shuffle, and I'm having a good day. I love John Mayer. So
So he's like one of those people that, like, if you're on a low point, he gets you high. Like, he
yeah,
helps lift you up.
John Mayer helps me through a lot, and has been for some years. Ever since I got on John Mayer, it's been over with.
So how did you discover him?
Off of Pandora, me and Bree from OMG Girls. One day years ago, we used to ride everywhere. When we used to drive, I used to have to ride with her everywhere, like to practice and stuff. And we would listen to Pandora. And one time we just tried John Mayer's station, and I'm like, this man got hits. And ever since then, I download everything John Mayer, and I listen to him all the time.
Okay, let me just grab, because
That's
people
by
are like flooding the questions right now. Let's see. So someone wants to know, I love the song you did with Young Thug. Will you be doing features on this EP? Oh, you froze. Hold up. Oh wait, you froze. Let's see. Hmm. Okay, Zonnique's thing went out. We're gonna have to find her. Wait for her to come back. Oh, that's mine. Shit. Hold on. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna play her other song while we wait for her to reconnect. If this was her. I mean, I still want to tell Riley though. No, we lost the connection. So we're waiting for her to reconnect. Oh, yes. I wanna be like my baby. Yeah, man. 24/7, treat me like that. Let me get you touching how you run. I be glad that I got my from the bottom. But I'm really having all your hallucination, even though you testing my patience. And every day giving you all of my time. Oh, thank you. So we're waiting for Zonnique to come back. Oh, shit. Wrong song. I hear it. I gotta change it after this. It just started. Oh, okay. I'm gonna change it. Hold on, guys. I have to find Zonnique. My patience. Every day giving you all of my time. I get away when we fuss and we fight. You turn your back, you know, baby, no mind. So when I go, one second, I'm trying to fight you. Picking up, so I'm going. My homegirls, I be showing. You need a new. We're speaking this look, yeah. Take a photo and I just wanna go up. Shake a little, I ain't showing too much. Little light bounce, bounce, make a pull up. Pass it, then quit the blow up. That beat come in so hard and so loud. Why you trying to take a break when I just wanna break you up? Guys, I need you to stop sending requests so I can reconnect with Zonnique again. There we go. I found her. We're just connecting.
Hey guys.
Hello?
Sorry, my phone went dead.
Oh my goodness, someone definitely just called your connection the Teddy Riley connection.
Wow. That's so embarrassing. Hold up. I gotta hold my phone. I'm sorry. I got a lot going on.
Okay, so yeah, someone said that they love the feature you did with Young Thug, and they want to know, are you going to have any features on your new EP?
All right. Thank you. And right now, I only have one feature on my project. I'm trying to get at least one more. I didn't want to do too many features because I feel like, I'm like reinventing myself once again. But I'll probably get one more feature. But right now, I have Jacquees on the Gotta Get Over You song that, everybody heard on the show. That's supposed to be the other single, excuse me. Y'all knew my phone died. Y'all know me.
Let's see. Oh yeah, so what does FTCU mean?
It means fuck the club up. And right now, since we have to quarantine, we can say just fuck the crib up.
So talk about that one. What made you write this song?
I'm sorry. It's kind of terrible that I'm still trying to eat. Thank you. Okay, when I wrote this song, when I went to the studio, I asked Jay Reed for us to do like an up-tempo song because it's like slow ballads are really my comfortable spot. I love writing slow love songs. So I'm like, we have to do something up-tempo. Like, I need something that girls can shake their ass to. So he like, bet. He started making the beat. He always makes the beat while I'm right there. And he started making like a New Orleans type feel. And that's how I really start coming up with the melodies and stuff. And I'm like, oh, I got to make it sound like, oh, they got to shake their ass. So I was like, one of them, let me kiss them. And that's how that came about.
So what's your writing process like? Because I know everyone has like a different type of writing process. What's yours?
My writing process, honestly, is so simple. Like, everybody does something different. Like I said, I write stuff on my phone all the time. So that's how I look at concepts unless I have something to talk about and I know I'm talking about this. But I don't really like a lot of people in the studio, and I just kind of be in my corner on my phone. Like when they making a beat, I'm just sitting there writing, and when they're done, I'm like, all right, I'm ready to lay down what I got, and I just go in there and say how I feel, say what I wrote. But some people go in there and do the melodies first. I gotta have like a full idea before I go into the booth. I can't just go in there and like, oh, melody, then come out and write the words, and then go back. Like, I gotta come with a full plan.
So what's your end goal with all of this? Because I know like people get into different things, especially music, to reach a certain goal. What's yours?
I would say honestly, I just want to put out good music, make good music, because for me, I just enjoy to make music. My lipstick is all messed up now because I had to eat while my phone was dead. But I just really enjoy making the music. Like, I don't really care to be like this big old superstar. Like, I just want to continue to do what I love.
Oh my goodness. All right, so I'm gonna take questions from your fans. Oh my goodness, what happened to it? No. 1 second, because a lot of people are asking the same question.
That's how my questions always look. They'd be like, hey, you're pretty.
Oh, this is a good one. Okay. So did your brother make any beats for any of the songs on your EP?
He did not. He sent me some beats. Well, he sent me a couple of beats one time, and I did do a song to one of them, but it's not on my project. And I asked him to send me beats a lot, and he doesn't send me them as much as I ask, but he will. He always say, yeah, I'm going to send you some, and then he doesn't send me anything.
That's the thing with little brothers. You gotta like stay on them, because when I ask my brother for something, it's just like, yeah, I got you.
Right. It's
later.
like, I'll work on it later. Right. You'll still be there.
So if you had that option to collaborate with someone, who would you choose?
If I could just choose anybody, it would definitely be Rihanna.
What
But
about
real
Rihanna?
like, baby, no, like not right now. So I would say Janae next, Janae Aiko, SZA, her. There's so many people that I love and would love to collaborate with.
So I feel like those would be super different vibes. So I feel like you would have like a turn up time with Rihanna for
Yes.
your record.
She don't like that. I
And
know, girl.
and then like with Janae and SZA, you might have like the F that F that
Exactly.
ninja type
Yeah.
of music.
That type of vibe, exactly.
And her is just like
Oh yes, and Tori,
how
I've been saying that too. Somebody said Tori.
however you're feeling like that day.
Mm-hmm.
Tory Lanez would be good too. I'm trying to think of like which Tory would be everywhere. So I don't know what type of song y'all gonna make, but
Yeah,
it'll be a
we make
vibe.
all type of songs. That's why I love
Right.
Tori.
Um, let's see what else people have. Okay, someone wants to know, would you ever sign to a major label or stay independent? But you were signed to a major label with OMG Girls, right?
Yeah, we were signed with a major label in OMG Girls, and
So what do you like more, independent or major?
well, I'm not the one spending out the money, so I enjoy being independent, and I mean, I feel like for an artist who sings, I feel like
Mm-hmm.
it can be very helpful to have a major label because like they're going to put money behind it. But my mom is spending out all her money, so she can't wait for somebody to sign me.
But do you feel like, well, I know you're way younger, but do you feel like, what do you see from other people that are on major labels? Do you feel like they have as much freedom to do what they want to do with their music?
I feel like that. No, you don't always have the most freedom, and that is the downfall of it. Like being independent, you get to do what you want. You pick everything. Nobody oversees it. Nobody says, "Oh, let's wait till then." But when it comes to a major label, they really have most of the say so because they spending their money, so it's a little different.
All right, let's see what else people got. 1 second.
Oh, that beeping is in here, huh?
No, that's me.
Oh,
That's definitely me. I have to change my fire
no,
alarm
it is
after this.
okay. It is a beat every 5 minutes. Like y'all not gonna die. Um,
All right, someone wants to know about an OMG Girls reunion album.
I would always be down to do an OMG Girls reunion album. I think that the girls would be down to do an OMG Girls reunion album too. And everybody's always asking for the OMG Girls, so hey, maybe we will do something for y'all. Cause y'all not letting it go. Y'all said it would never die.
But how fun was that? Because I remember like years ago watching on the TV show like when you guys were first forming. You guys were still young, so how much
Yeah.
fun was that during that time?
Honestly, that time of my life was so much fun. Like I feel like the three of us being together all the time, we really, really enjoyed ourselves being able to experience so many things together, traveling the world together, being best friends, and just getting to do what we love was really an amazing experience that we all always talk about. Like we used to be so turned up, like, and we didn't even know, like we were just going through the motion. But now that we don't do it, it's like, oh, like we missed this and that about it. Like it was really fun.
So I know you have like your EP together. What about your album? Have you started working towards your debut album?
Honestly, I just be recording to just record music. But when I want to, is what I keep telling everybody. I want to get like a house in LA when I'm really, really trying to do album music and just stay in the house for a month, bring all my favorite people in. I mean, we can't do this now because quarantine,
Recording.
I keep asking everybody, like, we need to do this, but you have to choose wisely who you're going to be in the house with. But I would love to, like, my favorite people who do music to all stay with me and we just record. I would love for it to be house on the beach. I need vibes, but not right now.
That sounds like it'll be mad fun.
That would be so much fun, right? I keep saying that.
Yes. All right, so I'm gonna pull three more questions, guys. Let's see. So, okay. So they want to know, are you and Izzy gonna make a song together?
Me and Izzy have a song together that's out. It's on his last project. But we made a lot, well, not a lot, but we made like at least 4 more songs other than the one that he's put out. So, hopefully one of us drops the other ones because I really like the new ones that we made. And we made On the Way, which is out. You can go listen to that. See what it sounds like. Invite only,
Yes,
y'all.
we have. Oh
In
my
that
goodness,
project.
you are right. They asked the same question.
Yeah, they always answer the same questions. I had to wait because I always say his album name wrong. Had to pause and get it right. Invite only, y'all.
All right, so someone wants to know, would
Put
you
me
put
in
them
the
in a
video.
video?
You know what?
That is Tiffany.
Okay, Tiffany. If you in New Orleans, honestly, I will put you in the video because when we do the video for FTCU, I want to shoot it in New Orleans, and I'm gonna need like just people who gonna pull up. But I mean, if you in Atlanta, you know, maybe you can be in one of the video. Pull up on me.
So there you go, Tiffany. You shot your shot. You have an opportunity to be in her video now. Last question. Hold on. Let's see what they have. Hmm. Someone wants to know will the EP be called Love Jones too?
Well, honestly, I don't have a name for it, but I don't.
Hmm.
I never thought of it being Love Jones too, so it won't be that.
So what made you name the first one Love Jones? Was it because of the movie or?
Honestly, I just yeah.
You just woke up
My
and named it
cousin is
that?
the one who I called that morning. But I literally just like I wanted it to be something with love. I'm like I have all these songs about love on here, so I knew I wanted it to be something with love. And I called my cousin one morning, and I'm like, "Is Love Jones mean something? Like, why does that sound so familiar?" She's like, "It's a movie," and I'm like, "I've never seen the movie." Literally, I'm like, "I think I should name my project Love Jones." The next morning, I woke up and turned the TV on, and Love Jones was on BET. And I felt like this is a sign. I got a lady's name of Love Jones.
Yes.
And I watched it for the first time. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to put some of the skits in the project and, you know, make it real Love Jones.
That is so amazing. Was there anything else you want to see before we have to go? Because I know you have to get to your photo shoot.
I just want to say keep streaming those songs. Thank you for downloading. Thank you for purchasing. Thank you for supporting me. A lot of people have been sending me videos. And when I'm done with this when I'm done with this photo shoot, I'm going to repost more videos. And thank you guys. Thank you.
And do you have a TikTok challenge coming with any one of those songs?
You know what? I already got like a FTCU TikTok challenge going on right now, and I'm trying to like let people make up the choreography, and then I'm gonna pick one and I'm gonna do it, and I guess that will be the real challenge. But I'm trying to find that right one that you know I can do. That's not too hard. I feel like everybody's gonna be able to do.
Well, thank you for talking to us today.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So welcome, and I wish you the best of luck, and I can't wait to hear your new EP.
Thank you so much. Enjoy your day, girl. Turn up.
You too.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.